So I think it's important as we get started that you try to understand me. What's my purpose here? What am I trying to do here? And what's my overall goals about this class? And that deals with philosophy on teaching and learning. But my first question about that is, why are you here? Okay? Why are you taking this class? Why did you choose Kansas State University to be your academic home? Why did you want to be an engineer? Be it civil, mechanical, biological, agriculture, why are you here? Now, there's got to be a good answer for that. It shouldn't be, I think engineers will make a good wage or something like that. That shouldn't be the answer. Might have something in your background that has led you into thinking engineering might be for me. And maybe it was because you were just good at math and science, okay? And you want to use math and science and a little bit of physics and use it to solve problems. That's a great thing to do. And in fact, that's what I was there, what I came here for. I'm a small town western Kansas farm boy. I grew up in a town called Lake, Kansas, which is way out west. And I came to K-State choosing mechanical engineering. Actually, I was a general engineer when I started, but I chose mechanical engineering because it was the most general and I could do the most with it. And I just wanted to solve problems. I wanted to solve problems. And that is kind of why you're here, trying to use mechanical engineering or whatever engineering you're in to give you the tools to figure out how to solve problems. But you need to know why you're here. If you're here just to take this class or to get it through a graduation requirement, you might not do as well as a student who is really thinking, I'm here to learn. I'm here to improve myself. And I know I can't force you to do these, but I really want you to think about why you're here when you're taking the class. Even on the worst days, why are you here? Why are you in my class? Because I believe what you do matters, but why you do it matters more. Now, I'm a teacher. I love teaching at Kansas State. It's my happy place. Okay, I got my undergraduate here. K-State, you cut me, I bleed purple. But I also, not doing this because it's a nice job. I do it because I love interacting with you, and I have to do it now through this little camera that I'm looking at right now. But I want to help you. I want you to be successful. There's nothing better to me than when that light bulb goes off. There's nothing better to me when a student writes to me after the semester and says, Dr. Wanklyn, thank you for what you did this semester, or how you helped me this semester. That's why I do it. If I could live off of thank yous and all those rainbows and butterflies, I would. Okay. And I also believe that the world is changed by your example, not your opinion. There are thousands of opinions out in the world right now. Thousands of opinions about everything from COVID-19, global warming, which we'll talk about. There's so many opinions. People write them on Facebook, Instagram, all that, not everything that you can look at. But what I truly believe is people are genuinely kind. They genuinely want the best for each other. But I think it's important about how you live your life, what example you put. And I hope to be showing to you that if I want you to work hard in this class, I'll work hard for you in this class. Even though we're doing to do some of this remotely, even though we're doing to go through these things, I will do my best to give you a great experience this semester. Okay? I believe in this thing called the K-State family. Okay? That's because I here at K-State, I bleed purple, like I said. You are part of my K-State family now that you are in my class. That's what I truly believe. I want you to be successful. I want you to leave this place. I want you to go out to work someplace and one day have a thermal problem that comes to you and think, Wanklyn taught me how to do this. Okay? But a part of that is to show you my actual family. And this is my wife Melissa. This is my son Jonah, and this is my daughter Lila. Jonah is 9 and going into 4th grade, and Lila is 6 and going into 1st grade. So I need you to know something about these people. First of all, Melissa is she teaches here at K-State. She teaches in the English program. She teaches English 100, which I know you all loved English 100 when you took it. Jonah is in 4th grade, like I said. Lila is in 1st grade. They're here at Manhattan Schools, and we're going to have to be doing some online instruction for them as well. So with our schedules, I'm going to be on and off campus, but I'm going to be available via Zoom as much as possible. I also want you to know about them that I'm trying to be as safe as I possibly can with masking and everything like that, because I'm coming home to them every night. I want to be around them, and I want everybody to be safe and healthy, and so I'm trying to follow these masking guidelines. And I know there's a lot of different opinions about this out there, but I truly believe if we can do something to help, we should do something to help. But you ask the question, why am I here? One of the reasons why I'm here is because of these two kids. Because you know what? You out there watching this video and wherever you are going to someday be an engineer in the world that they are going to grow up to be in. You are going to design their car and figure out how to get power to their house and try to do that in the most environmentally friendly fashion. You're going to develop the roadways. You're going to work on the infrastructure. You are going to be a part of their future. Okay? What I am here is to make sure that you have the ability, have the fundamental ideas that you need to have to go and make that a successful future for them. And I know that's rainbows and butterflies. I keep saying that a lot, but that's what I truly believe. Okay? So if you're struggling on a homework, or you're working about why are my tests the way they are, it's because I want you to know your stuff so that you can be a great engineer, so that you can go out and change the world for them. Okay, let me see if I can go find them and I can introduce them to you personally. They're home right now. Let me do that. Okay, so this is Jonah and this is Lila, and they're both going to tell you what their favorite thing about thermodynamics is. So Jonah, what's your favorite thing about thermodynamics?
Thermosong.
The thermosong. You'll hear about that later. Lila, what's your favorite thing about thermodynamics?
Probably the thermosong.
They both like the thermosong. We'll talk to you about thermosong later. But this is Jonah and Lila. You probably see them maybe running around the background. This is their office too. They're going to be working in the desk right behind me. There's their trains over here, and there's some of their stuff. So
it's a collection.
It's a collection.
From when I was like 2 years old, this thing started.
Yeah.
It's a collection.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Lila?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
Dad's gonna try to play thermosong on the ukulele.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. All right. Bye. Okay, so moving on from that, what I want you to do this semester is refocus yourself. So, because this is what I see a lot of my students are. They are like this, okay? This is you chasing after a grade and forgetting all about the concept and running smack dab in it and knocking you on your ass. So, knocking on your bottom. I want to say the right word. I have to go edit that out. Should I edit that out or just leave it? I'll just leave it in. Okay, so what you need to do is make sure that you're trying to understand what thermodynamics is all about. Okay, because I believe in a couple things. I believe in creating an attainable challenge. I believe if you're not challenged, you're not changed. So there's going to be some challenge in this class, but I got to scaffold in a certain way, so I have to make sure that you can reach that and get up there and be certain that you can get up to the next level. I like details. I think success lies in the details. You'll see a lot of details in my syllabus. You'll try to see a lot of details in the way I want the homework to be given to you and the way you want to give it back to me. And I also want to talk about your personal integrity. It's very important to me. Okay, and we'll talk about that in the next slide a little bit more. And I want to make this class enjoyable and fair. A lot of the policies I've looked at are trying to be the best for you, trying to work out what would work best for you. And I want to try to make it interesting. I don't want it to be this boring, we're watching the computer for 15 minutes. I want this to be something that's enjoyable for you. And here's the thing, the world that you'll be in engineering is a world that I cannot imagine. I mean, if you would ask me in January, so here's the thing, the world that you'll be an engineer in is a world that I cannot imagine. I couldn't imagine in January we would be right here in this whole COVID experience. I have no idea what's going to happen when you graduate, or in 3 years from now, or in 10 years from now. So I can't teach to you for that future. I have to teach for you to get those fundamental understandings. And so my philosophy here is that when you're stuck on something, I want you to think instead of remember. Okay, that's very important here. I want you to think instead of remember. You can't remember how to solve a unique problem. I'm going to use the example of global warming, which is something that I subscribe to. Okay, we cannot remember how to solve this issue. We have to think through this issue, this COVID-19 crisis, pandemic. We can't remember how to fix this. We have to think about this. Even if we looked at the Spanish flu, which is a good model for this, we're now 100 years later, and there's different technology and different society that we're dealing with. We have to think ourselves through this. So how you do things is very, very, very important. I want you to consider a growth mindset in this class. I want you to consider that you can improve and become better. Okay? Don't say, I'm not a math guy. Don't say, I am not good at calculus. Okay? You don't say, you know, when you're going and maybe running or doing something athletic, you don't say, I'm not a weights person, or I'm not a runner. You know that if you work on something, you can get better in that athletically. The same thing goes academically. If you work on something, you can get better. You're just not locked into this. You're just not locked into this mindset, this fixed mindset. You can have that growth mindset. I think it's very important. I want you to also understand that the experience in this class is not tied, in good ways or bad, to any previous class. It's fresh. Even if you took this class before, this is a completely new experience. You can be very successful here. Just because you've been successful in all your other classes does not mean you're automatically going to be successful in thermo. You have a unique opportunity here to make a choice on how you want to do this class. Okay, how you want to succeed in this class, how much effort you want to put in this class, and you get to make that choice almost every day this semester. I hope that you decide that you want to put in the effort and the time that you need to be successful, okay? But don't tie it to anything. Don't say, I've been a poor student before and now I'm going to be that poor student again. That is not guaranteed. Don't lock yourself into something by putting your mind in a place where it doesn't have to be, okay? Struggle and failure can be a great teacher and even provide you more benefits in learning than the easy path to success, okay? I've seen so many students think if they don't want to fail, they don't want to struggle because they think that's the best way to be successful. I kind of feel opposite. I feel like you need to have a little bit of the struggle. You might need to fail every once in a while. Now, I'm not advocating just to be a failure in life. I'm advocating that struggle is just like lifting those weights. It's building that muscle. It's making you a better student. Okay. Now, I don't want you to struggle forever. I don't want you to fail forever. That's why I'm here. That's why our TAs are here. Come ask us for help. But please understand that struggle has a benefit. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to try to limit yourself from using internet resources. That's a big thing. Students in thermo will go to internet resources and get the solutions all the way. They will not be persistent in trying to solve the problems. I want you to choose to be persistent, because here's what happens. I want you to learn how to solve problems. You to take a problem and be able to recognize what it's looking for and figure out what the path is for the solution. Don't let somebody choose for you. Whenever you go online and use an online solution, you're letting somebody else choose the path that you're going to move forward. And then you get stuck on that path, and then you rely on that other person for those choices. And when I take those choices away from you in an exam environment, you're stuck. You're stuck and you struggle. Now, yes, it sucks. It sucks to sometimes struggle with the problem and not know where to go. And that's where I come in, or that's where one of my TAs come in. Ask us for help. But if you can stay away from those internet resources, you have a better chance for success in this class. I truly, truly believe it. Okay? It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it, and the hard is what makes it great. Okay? If I look at football, we don't talk about last season in football and go brag about our non-conference wins. We talk about that win against Oklahoma, a highly ranked Oklahoma. That's what we're proud of. The same thing goes here. You're going to be proud of me in thermo with a good grade. You're going to say, hey, I worked hard. I put the effort in it, and I got that grade. Okay? That's what I truly believe. Okay? We'll go on here now to part 2, how the class is set up, in just a moment.